Gather round, friends, new and old, and welcome to Roast and Toast. I am your host, David, and there's the other host, Jennie, for today.
It's me. Hi, I'm the other host for this episode. What's up, David? How you doing?
I'm doing, right now, not good, but like overall in life, really good. Really good. Like life is pretty good. I just got back from vacation. It's now been like almost 2 weeks since I got back from vacation. So that's why I'm not good right now. But I am still like feeling good from having been on vacation. You know what I mean? Right now I'm just tired.
Share with us your favorite moment from the vacation overall.
No. Every moment was
every
amazing.
Single moment. All of the above.
Nicole and I did everything that we could have done. Like there was no dull moments. There was no moments where we were like, well, I don't know, what should we do today? You know, we had the perfect balance of planning and spontaneity.
Love that.
We went up to the top of Mount Etna, the most active volcano in Europe.
Wow.
We went wine tasting. We went to this like river gorge that was absolutely gorgeous. It was beautiful. Yeah, it was this like ancient freaking river that had like slowly over the millennia had like carved its way through these rocks, and like you're standing in this like icy cold small, it's more like a stream, like a not a stream, it's a river, but it's like whatever. And you're standing in between these two giant rock walls that used to be one big solid rock until water carved its way through it. So we did that. We went to the beach a couple days. We explored some ancient crap from the Greeks and the Romans. And you know me, I love ancient crap. So
it's some good stuff, that ancient crap.
We saw like a lot of like where Archimedes used to Indiana Jones. Basically, we saw all that. We went to Syracuse, and yeah, I mean, we didn't see it was weird. We didn't see the plane that the Nazis crashed in ancient Syracuse. The ruins of that plane were not there.
Sad day.
It's a joke, Jennie, about Indiana Jones.
I was trying to provide sarcasm, and I guess it didn't read. My apologies, sir.
I thought you were like, is he stupid or?
No, I know that it's not. It's only Indiana Jones. I know that.
I think your mic, for me at least, your mic also may have cut out, and so I didn't really hear your reaction. So all silence for a second, and then
well, that'll be a fun moment for us to listen back on later.
I'm curious, when I edit this, I'll see how it sounds. Anyway, so everything was amazing. I ate amazing food. I'll tell you the one thing that wasn't amazing.
Yes.
Right? Everything else was amazing.
Yes.
The one thing that wasn't amazing was this one restaurant we went to. Like, obviously, I love Italian food. My mom is part Italian. I grew up with Italian food. Italian food is always going to be my favorite. But I also know it reasonably well. So we're at this restaurant. Syracuse is mostly, like Sicily in general, is a lot of pasta, also a lot of seafood. A lot of seafood pasta.
Oh.
So I saw on the menu at this restaurant gnocchi alla scoglio, which means like gnocchi with seafood.
Yes.
And I was like, that's weird. Like gnocchi is potato based with seafood. It's a little weird. I was like, that doesn't sound like it would, like I wouldn't do that at home. But I was like, maybe the Italians know what they're doing here. So I ordered it because I love gnocchi and I love seafood. And I was right. It doesn't really work. Like it was fine, but it didn't really work. So
it just didn't tell a story.
That was the one thing that was not totally amazing in this trip. The gelato, it was just so good.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then
David.
I have one more little tidbit.
Yeah.
I went on an impromptu last weekend. I went on an impromptu trip to Paris for the day.
Okay.
For one night, because my uncle was going to a couple Rugby World Cup matches in Paris, And we looked at it. We weren't going to go. And then he had extra tickets. So we were like, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
And I ate frog's legs in Paris.
And what's the verdict?
Yeah. They were really tasty. They actually are pretty good. And you know what? I hate to say it. They really do taste like chicken. They taste almost exactly like chicken, but like juicier and like less dry. It's really good. It's really good. I highly recommend it. I think I got good ones. I'm sure you can get some that are not good, but I got good ones. So yeah, they were really good. All right, Jenny, anything new with you?
Yes, well, we have, I don't know if I've announced this yet on the pod, but we did open Pup It officially, and it is a smash hit. We are selling out all of our...
Smash it?
You did that.
I did it. I did it.
But yes, so we've been selling the audiences, selling out all of them, making fantastic ratings all across the board. Pup It is a smash. I would certainly hope that if this continues, which I'm positive it will, that we get to bring this show back, because Arizona is loving our version of Pennywise. They love our losers.
Take it on tour, a European tour.
Oh, I wish. Could you imagine? That'd be amazing. Playing Pennywise in different cities.
I could imagine.
I would live for that. And then other than that, one more little tidbit. I had the pleasure of seeing a strip burlesque show parody of Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. Wow. You know what it was called, David? The Empire Strips Back.
Of course it was.
And I won't give away too much because this is a touring show. So for everyone listening, depending on what city you're in, pay attention to tickets. I don't want to spoil because you just need to see this for yourself. There is a lot of naked droids, and Jabba the Hutt shows up and raps. It's quite a good time.
I think maybe if Pup It were to incorporate some stripping, maybe it could go on tour.
Oh, I love a collab.
Well, this week is a Would You episode. And for that, we need a little guest.
Yes, we do.
Jenny.
And this is my guest this time. So introducing to the Roast and Toast podcast for her very first episode is my good friend and fellow actor, Natalie Edwards. How you doing, Natalie? What's up? Welcome to Roast and Toast.
So good. I'm here. She's here. She's queer. She's ready to toast.
For the listeners who are tuning in this week, Natalie and I, actually, fun fact, we work together at a princess party company. We do princess parties, and we also do all sorts of fun skills that we've learned over the years, face painting, balloon twisting. So if you're in Arizona, message us on our social media, and I'll tell you which company we work for. But that's not why we're here today. We're doing Would You Rather questions for each other this week. Natalie, are you excited? Are you ready for this?
I'm so excited. I was in my doctor's office this morning, and I was typing down questions.
Oh, multitasking. Love it. All right. So I think as the guest privilege, you should go first with your first question, Natalie. Who do you want to ask first?
Who wants to be asked first?
Both of us. I would count on that. Mm-hmm. So you choose, Natalie.
I don't want to choose.
Okay, I'll do my simple method. I've labeled David or I as the number 1 or number 2. Say 1 or 2 for me, Natalie.
2.
Okay, you pick David. Ask David your first question.
All right, David. Would you
Lay it on me.
Fight 100 ant-sized bulls or bull-sized ants, and there's only one correct answer to this?
Is there?
100.
There is.
100 ant-sized bulls or 100 bull-sized ants, or just one
Correct.
bull-sized ant?
100. You have to fight 100 bitches either way. But
Oh, I definitely want the ant-sized bulls. I feel like I can step on those.
That'd be an easy job to take care of them.
Yeah.
All right, Jennie. Would you rather go a week without brushing your teeth, or a month wearing the same clothes?
Oh, do I?
No laundry.
Dang it! I was just gonna ask that.
That's. Sorry, I should have made that more clear. But I feel like, that's the kind of whole point.
Honestly,
you're gonna be dirty.
I hate both of those ideas, but I can't select neither. I will go, for the sake of my dental health, I will choose the same outfit for a month. Just because I really care about my teeth and I don't want to go a whole week without taking care of them, because I'd be very concerned about how the state of them after. So I'll wear the same outfit for a month. If I could just keep a consistent deodorant schedule, I think I'll be okay. Well, I hope so. Anyway, Natalie, I saw my first one and I was like, maybe not this one. How about this? Would you rather give bad advice or listen to bad advice?
Oh, okay. Well, I give terrible advice. I'm an enabler. I shoot for the delusional queens. So I would say give bad advice because that's all I do.
Because you already do it.
So you're already there. You're already there.
Yeah, I fall for the disillusionment of women.
Oh my gosh.
Could you? Is it too much to ask for an example, Natalie, or is that putting you on the spot?
No. Okay, I have so many examples. So let's say my friend is in a situationship and he views her story and likes it. I'm like, oh my god, you guys are gonna get married, fall in love. You know, that's it.
Okay, so it's jumping to conclusions. It's indulging false hope. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I do. As a princess performer, that's my job.
Okay.
You're in the right line of work. All right, Natalie, you have a question for Jennie.
Yep, we're gonna rotate it reverse.
I have a question for Jennie. Mm-hmm. Oh fuck. Okay. Okay. Would you rather adopt I have this on my phone. Would you rather adopt a British accent every time you're having a serious conversation, or laugh every time someone cries?
Oh, that's an obvious choice. A British accent, of course. I want to sound incredible. I want to be British when that situation happens. That sounds fun.
Is it a good British accent, or is it like an attempt at a British accent?
Pick your poison. I think it'd be funny if it was terrible, but
giving like a.
I think so too, but I mean, this is obviously every time you're having a serious conversation. So
you know what? I wouldn't be mad about the idea of serving the Dennis British accent from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Stop, Charley. That would be perfect.
You're giving someone their condolences. Your condolences as that mother.
That would suck, but you know what? I'll take that option anyway. David.
Fair.
Yes.
Would you rather use social media exclusively to get your information? Or would you rather never use the internet, period?
Oh, I mean, I kind of already use social media to get most of my information, not all of it. I suppose that means I can't use Wikipedia to look up something. I think there's this small dream in my head of not ever using the internet, and that might be kind of a sweet life, just go off grid completely.
That does sound nice.
I'm gonna go with that. That sounds like, I don't want to do it because it would be a complete disconnect from modern society, I think. But there's a part of me that's like, oh, that sounds nice.
Okay, David, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to, in this little imaginary situation, I'm going to completely disconnect from the internet. All right, Natalie, would you rather join the Mile High Club or successfully climb Mount Everest?
What Mile High Club are we talking about?
It's
Are
having
we
sex
talking
in a
about
plane.
weed or sex? Okay.
No,
There's one
sex
for
in a
weed?
plane.
Oh,
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
I just thought high.
Oh,
I was like,
interesting.
that's a
Yeah,
first
no.
for me. I didn't know that was a thing. So, but is it?
I don't know. I went to Catholic school. I don't know any. I would or climb Mount Everest. They both sound
Yeah.
painful.
Like, would you rather? What achievement means more to you? Boinking on a plane or a physical human feat of, whatever.
They both sound painful, and traumatizing. Truthfully, yeah. To me, I have got heart conditions.
That is true.
I would say because I'm so fascinated by like the frozen bodies on Mount Everest, how they just are frozen in time. So I would do Mount Everest just for the chance to see a frozen body. I'm gonna get canceled on the internet for saying that.
Yeah.
Okay, Natalie, let's go ahead and do the initial rotation. So go ahead and ask your next one for David.
Okay. All right. Okay. Would you rather live in a world where everything you say and do is complete? Did I already ask this question?
I don't
Doesn't sound familiar.
I'm gonna say it. I have ADHD. Would you rather live in a world where everything you say and do is completely forgotten in a week, or a world where everything you say and do is recorded and broadcast for all to see?
That one's a tough one.
Yeah.
I think it would be kind of traumatizing to be forgotten so quickly, everything you say. Like everyone forgets it within a week. I mean, that sounds rough.
Do you have ADHD? Because that is that.
But everything I say is broadcast, which means I can't even have like an intimate conversation.
Yes, sir.
I guess everything forgotten in a week. No, you know what? No. Everything broadcast for everyone to see. I think people would get bored of that, and eventually I'd probably get most of my privacy back. So I'm going to go with that one. Yeah.
I would pick the same, actually.
All right, Jennie. Yeah. Would you rather have a tail or be entirely hairless?
Whoa. A tail for sure. I care too much about my hair and my eyebrows. I know there is the whole concept of drawing on your eyebrows with eyeliner, but I'd rather deal with the tail. I don't know. That sounds fun.
Honestly, yeah, it does sound kind of fun. I don't know why. That if humans had tails, we would use it for dirty things. Undoubtedly, those tails would become part of sex, basically.
Have we learned nothing from Avatar? It's the only thing
Apparently
I got from the movie.
Okay, Natalie, this one's a little savage. I'm so sorry, mother. Would you rather kick a puppy or make a baby cry? Go.
Oh.
It's not hard to make a baby cry.
It's not. That's true.
Listen, I worked in a daycare for a fat sec.
That's right.
And, sometimes I look at those kids and they cry. I do. And as a princess, sometimes I look at children and they cry. So therefore, I think I would rather make a baby cry with my presence.
Yes, than having to actually physically injure a puppy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because babies aren't going to remember.
Babies are crying anyway.
And I'm sorry I took your bottle away. I don't know. Yeah.
Babies are crying anyway. Just make them cry a little bit more. I don't know.
They'd be sad. I don't know. Shut up. Ugh.
Okay, Natalie, final round. What you got for me?
Final round. All right. Pulling out of my mind sphere. Would you rather have an eyelash in your eye for the rest of your life, or spinach in your teeth?
And have what in my teeth?
Spinach in your teeth.
Oh, hell no.
Spinach.
Neither again would pick the neither option, but for the sake, you know what? This is gonna not match what I said 2 minutes ago. But in this situation, I would definitely say spinach. I would rather have spinach in my teeth.
Yeah, otherwise it's gonna
That
hurt.
eyelashes in your eyes are extremely painful, and I have super long lashes, so the idea of having one in my eye forever just constantly poking and annoying me, no thanks. I could do without that.
You've been gifted from the gods with your eyelashes.
It's true. I do have rather long
How
eyelashes.
does it feel to be God's favorite?
I don't know how to answer that question. But I
wouldn't know.
I will say it is quite nice. All right, David, final one for you.
Yes.
Would you rather read a book and miss the last 10 pages or watch a movie and miss the last 10 minutes?
Oh. I think read a book and miss the last 10 pages would be easier for me because I barely know how to read. No, I just like I feel like in a book the last 10 pages is like most of the story is wrapped up, whereas in a movie it may not be for a lot of movies. And I also love movies so much more than books,
do.
so I would hate that very much. So I'm gonna I'll read a book and miss the last 10 pages, and I'll forget pretty quickly. Okay. Natalie, would you rather? This is a complicated one. Would you rather only get to taste one thing that you eat per month? Everything else tastes bland, right? So you only get to taste one thing that you eat per month, or you taste everything, but one thing that you eat per week tastes like rotten shit.
Rotten shit.
Oh, same.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Not a thought behind that answer. Because
What if it
will
completely
cook for myself,
takes
and
you
it
by
tastes like asshole? So I'm like, my
What
life.
if it completely takes you by surprise? Like you're like order a pizza and you're super excited about it, and that happens to be the meal that tastes like rotten shit.
Oh well, it's a good thing I'm in therapy. I'll call my therapist, be like, I'm spiraling. I don't know what to tell you.
Something's wrong with me.
I'll take another one of my Zoloft and just pray.
Honestly, I agree, Natalie. I could not live without having the ability to taste food for an extended period of time.
Yeah, that was.
I can't even
so
imagine.
sad.
There are people out there who have that condition, and I can't even imagine what they're going through with that.
God.
I can't even imagine.
So
Yep,
sad.
yep,
Not a
yep.
way to live.
All right, moving on.
Our mini segment this week is Pop Quiz.
Pop.
Jennie, I don't know if you'll know this about me.
Oh, okay. Let's see how I do.
But let's see. Yeah, well, let's see. In which country was I born? Was it A, England, B, Zambia, C, Kenya, or D, South Africa?
Oh, I know this, David. You were born in South Africa.
Hey, you do know this.
Yes, I've heard you talk about it.
Yeah.
Listen.
Okay. Cool. I wasn't sure.
Listen, we've been co-hosts now for some time. I've got, and also
really
I'm
have,
in charge of archiving, so I'm learning all the things. I've got that one.
Oh
locked.
yeah.
All right, one for
You're
me.
learning all about how Philip and I behaved over the past 2.5 years. We're misbehaved.
Well, it's a fun ride. If you haven't listened to our whole collection yet, out there, my sweet listeners,
all on Spotify.
It's all on
recorded
Spotify
and on the internet. It's or wherever you get your podcasts. It's everywhere. Yeah, there's the whole catalog. Some episodes we would want to forget, but they're there.
All right, I'm feeling a hot streak. Let's play a game.
Looking to streamline your busy schedule? Looking for a helping hand for life's endeavors? Details by Claire is here to make your life easier. Visit www.detailsbyclaire.com to explore a wide range of services, including calendar management, website creation, and even voiceover work. Claire's attention to detail and dedication to her clients are unmatched. Don't let the game of life overwhelm you. Visit www.detailsbyclaire.com today and discover the convenience and expertise of Details by Claire.
Excellent. Right on to the game this week. And joining us once again, after joining us for the main topic, is my good friend Natalie Edwards. Welcome back, Natalie. Ready to play a game with us?
I'm so scared. I'm terrified.
Well, nothing to worry about. It's going to be
You
fun.
should be.
Well, I can't say, of course. It's David's game this week. David, what did you bring to the table for us to play?
Oh, I don't know. We'll find out later. But first, we have a couple questions.
That's true.
For you, Natalie,
My
just
goodness.
to get to know
I'm
you.
skipping too far
I don't
ahead.
know you, and neither does the listener. So, my question for you is: in which city did you have the best dining experience of your life? I don't know if you've traveled much.
She has.
I spent the summer in Ireland. I lived there for a month, and I did.
Really?
Yeah. I got it.
Sorry, I'm not surprised that you'd spent a few months in Ireland. I'm just surprised that might have been the best dining experience of your life.
Listen, I would spend Pride Fest in Galway.
Okay.
Like the gays. And I had these like oysters, and they were so good.
Ooh, oysters in Ireland.
Dining experience. Granted, I was day drunk, so I was like anything.
So it was really good.
It was so good. I had a couple Aperol spritzes in me, and I was slurping down some oysters.
Ooh, like hotcakes.
You can't go like, well, okay. I was about to say you can't go wrong with seafood, but you definitely can go wrong with seafood.
You definitely
But what I mean to say is seafood's really good. So I'll take it. That's a fair answer. But I was thinking Irish cuisine, really?
Oh, it's all yeah.
Yeah, it's like stews and potatoes. Yeah. Jenny, your question.
Okay, Natalie. What is the movie that you quote the most that the least amount of people know? Is there a movie that you drop lines from constantly that everyone just gives you this weird look when you do it?
Okay. I gotta pull up my letterbox to see if there's one that's not the one that I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
My friends are gonna flame me for this.
I can understand that. There are times where really obscure ones.
I do quote a lot from Twilight.
Oh, yes. Don't we all?
It's not obscure, but I look at my friends sometimes, especially when I play Elsa, and I'm like, this is the skin of a killer, Bella. And they hate it, because all of them don't like Twilight. I'm the only one.
Listen, I will say the memes and content on social media for Twilight they're popping off. There's like been a resurgence of Twilight content as of late.
The Twilight Renaissance. I'm here for it. They're making a TV series of
what?
And it's gonna be horseshit.
Oh no, guys, just let it die. We've had Twilight's had its moment in the spotlight. Just let it.
We live in the world of franchises these days, and as long as people keep watching this crap, we'll keep getting it.
Yes, that is true.
Listen, Twilight is a cinematic masterpiece. It should have won at the Oscars.
Oh, you don't know about that.
I just want to say, for me, it's Lord of the Rings, but specifically the orcs from Lord of the Rings. I just find that some of their lines are so funny, especially the way that they're said. So whenever someone says something remotely similar, I'll like repeat it the way that the orcs
Amazing.
said it. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so I have a game. And how this is going to work, I didn't even come up with a name for this game. We're going to call it Repetitive.
Repetitive?
Yes, that is the name of this game.
All right, let's go.
Repetitive. But what's going to happen is that I'm going to read you a little paragraph that I've written. And it's written in a certain weird way where certain words are said multiple times. You guys are going to try to identify the word that is said the most, excluding words like and, I, to, the, any filler words or really common words.
Any sentence linkers. Excellent.
Right, yeah. Connecting words, pronouns, that kind of stuff won't be included. The other thing is that different forms of a word don't count as the same word. So if I say car and then I say cars, those are two different
interesting.
words.
Okay.
Okay, so be careful of that. However, if I say the word that's spelt the same but has two different meanings, so if I said bat, it could be the animal or it could be a baseball bat, and those would count because it's the same spelling, right? It's the same word, just two different meanings, even within the same
those
paragraph.
just before to clarify,
so you guys understand
that will not count toward anything if they're two different meanings.
No, they will. That will count. So they will, as long as the word is spelled the same, not pluraled or like plurals and different conjugations of verbs will not count. Okay. But if it's spelled the same, even if it has two different meanings, will count. Okay.
All right, let's do this. Let's go.
Does everybody understand the game?
I understand it now.
In like 3 to 4 business days.
So I will read the paragraph, and then you will each get 2 guesses. We'll take it in turns, and for each paragraph, I will flip-flop back and forth. Let's get going. First one. I haven't had a poop in 7 days, which is a lot of days, unless you consider that I had 7 poops 7 days ago. Maybe all those poops were for the following days to come. The toilet became clogged that day from all of the poops. 7 separate people came to complain about the toilet, but if there's one thing I don't appreciate, it's when someone poops on me for something out of my hands. 7 years of healthy poop, and now I have to take a laxative.
Wow.
All right. Ooh. Natalie, you get first guess. What was the most common word said there?
Dang.
7?
7 is correct. Whoa! Well done. You get the first point, Natalie.
My guess was days, but that obviously is
that what you were thinking as well?
No, mine was days. I kept hearing days over and over again, and then I realized that you stopped saying days after a certain point, and I was like, oh, wait, never mind. What is it? And I got lost.
Well, 7 was said 5 times. Poops was said 4. Days was also said 4. Poop was said 2. And toilet was said 2 times.
Well, that one.
All right,
that one
Natalie
got me flushed
gets the
away.
first point.
Love that movie.
All right, Natalie gets the first point. Our second, our second story is this. I grew up in a dry county, so I never had alcohol until I went to college. At college, I got to try beer, wine, and liquor. A whole lot of alcohol. I never liked beer, wine, or any of the liquors that I tried until I was introduced to cocktails. How much cock in a cocktail? I wondered. I don't much like cocks, or cocking about. So I was skeptical. I wanted to try new things, though. And with that, I discovered my love for cocktails and all of the alcohol within them. All right, Jenny, you get the first guess this time.
Is it alcohol?
It is alcohol. Congratulations. I hope this game isn't too easy.
No,
I have ADHD. It's so hard.
It took me some time to create a guess listening to this. No, this is great, David. I'm having a really good time. I love this game. This is cool.
All right, good. So alcohol was said 3 times. College was said 2, and cocktails was said 2. There was a cocktail singular in there to throw you off.
Well, cock-a-doodle-doo.
All right, question 3. We are tied at 1-1. There was a pair of shoes that I found online, but they weren't quite in line with the style I was going for. I tried them on in store, and you wouldn't believe the comfort that these shoes had in store for me. The left shoe has a pocket to store my phone, and the right shoe has a built-in online store for buying things online. Those are some wicked shoes. Natalie.
Shoes?
Shoes is not the correct answer.
No!
Was it store?
Store is the correct answer, Jenny. You take the lead.
Let's go.
You take the lead 2-1.
How many times?
Store was said 4 times. online was said 3 times, shoes was said 3 times, and shoe was said twice.
Wow.
So there you go.
Nice.
All right, story number 4. This is a neck and neck game.
Truly. Makes exciting.
Once upon a time, there was a girl who had the dream to be an astronaut who could journey to outer space. It was a dream that she dreamed tirelessly, but others doubted. They once told her it was fanciful, that it was beyond her in the outer reaches of space. For a while, she believed them, that she didn't have the space or time in her life for dreams like that. But the time for self-doubt that once was is now gone. There is no room to procrastinate or space out. Now is the time to dream again. Once a dreamer, one day an astronaut. Once a walker, soon a flyer.
Oh, that's so sweet.
All right, Jenny, you get the first guess.
So wholesome.
I know.
We went
right?
from poops to
I should
your
write
dreams.
more. Sometimes I write stuff and I'm like, hey, not bad.
Okay, my guess for this one is space.
Okay, space is not correct.
No!
I'm gonna be.
This one is kind of tricksy, actually.
I'm gonna be so honest. As soon as you stopped speaking, I forgot the entire story. So therefore, my guess is time.
Good guess. That was on the list. Also wrong. Jenny, do you have a second guess?
If it's not space,
If none of you get it, I'll give it to the next most common word.
So it's not space. Oh man. I'm gonna try girl. No?
No, I think girl. I don't even count the girl. I think that was only said
really?
once.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang damn it. Okay.
I think.
Was it dream?
Dream was also on the list. No. So
which is correct.
This is why it was tricksy. You might even think I was cheating here because I told you that words, maybe you considered this like a word that wouldn't have counted, but the word that was most said was once.
Oh, wow!
Was said 5 times. Was said 5 times.
Was a word.
My brain was listening for nouns, not for once. Interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, nouns, verbs.
That's true, you did say.
Well, space was said 4 times, but one of those times was as a verb.
Oh,
because it was space out.
Gotcha. Okay, yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So once was said 5 times, space was said 4 times, time and dream both 3 times. I'm going to give the point to Jenny because you said space, and that was the second most common word.
Oh, tricky.
All right, which means, Jenny, that you win this game.
Yeah.
We're going to do the last question just for funsies. Yeah, it is 3-1.
This is
Let's
so much fun. We got to
if,
play this again,
Natalie
David.
can,
This is awesome.
Claw back some. Yeah, it's a tough one to make.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
this
I'm
game,
sure.
but it's fun to play. All right, last question or last story. Being an electrician is not an easy deal. You have to deal with a lot of dangerous things. Again, it's not easy. Let's go through all the dangers. Let's begin with the wires. They certainly are dangerous. I could strangle myself with those wires. Electricity. That also has plenty of risk involved. Don't even get me started on wires carrying electricity. Now that's a big deal. It would be easy for me to kill at least 3 people per day if I weren't careful and aware of all the dangerous things. The salary kind of makes the whole thing a pretty sweet deal, though. All right, Natalie, you get first guess.
God damn it. I'm gonna be so honest. ADHD took over, zoned out after the strangling bit. Dangerous.
That was the peak of the story.
I know, and then I laughed, and then I was no longer there. I was like, "Wow, that's so funny," and then I was just imagining someone, an electrician, like.
All right.
I digress.
All right. Any? What you said? Dangerous? No, that's not correct. Jenny?
Ooh, it's not one that I think I would expect it to be, and I cannot point a finger at which one it is. Let's see. My brain wants to say electricity, but I know that's probably nowhere near close to being the most commonly used. I will just say that.
That is not correct.
Definitely not correct.
Natalie, do you have another guess?
Wires.
Wires is also on the list, but not correct. Jennie, do you have a second guess?
You know what? I just don't. I'm gonna have to pass. I don't have any other words that I've collected in my head.
All right. Well, we shall forfeit this point then, especially since it wouldn't have made the difference to the game anyway. So the game will end 3-1. The most common word was deal. Deal was said 4 times.
Jeez.
Yeah, deal was said 4 times. Wires was said 3. Dangerous was said 3. And easy was said 3. Electricity was only said twice. So there you go.
Goodness gracious. That was a good time. And thanks for the win, Natalie.
You're so welcome.
There you go.
I gave it to you. I was, out of the kindness of my heart, I lost on purpose.
Well, thank you for your generosity.
All right, Natalie, thank you so much for coming on.
Before
we let you go, Natalie, do you have anything that you want to plug or promote to our many, many, many listeners?
No.
And that is, I am being somewhat sarcastic there. It's there's
quite a few of them out there.
Yeah, it's more than you would think.
I got nothing going on. I'm just here.
We're not speaking into a total void.
No theater projects or anything coming up for you?
I'll be directing a show at one of the community colleges in there. I'm assistant directing. I'm not directing. Oh my god. I'm assistant directing a show at a community college in Arizona.
Okay. What's the show? Where can we find it?
It's called Noises Off. It's
Noises
very
Off.
Chaotic. There's people in
I know that show. I know that show.
Don't you have any don't you have any films you want to plug too that you've worked on?
Yeah, I did oh my goodness. I think I did a scene from this play.
From Noises Off?
Yeah, at college.
It's fun.
Noises Off. Yeah, I did a scene in my underwear.
Oh, you did really?
At my graduation showcase.
Oh, wow, even better.
Yeah. Mr. Frederick in his underwear.
Amazing.
I believe so. God, this is bringing back a memory right now.
So. Having a nostalgia flashback.
Yeah, wow.
So
okay, that's so cool. If I lived anywhere near Arizona, I would totally come see this show. I'm sorry.
In the States. It's fine.
Natalie, I will not be there, but I support you and I hope it goes well. And I hope the listeners find their way there. Yeah, I do feel like
I'll be there.
Between Philip and Jennie's friends, I believe a lot of our listeners are in the Phoenix area. So hopefully some of them show up.
Period. Reach out, look on Phoenix Stages, maybe. I don't actually know where it's from. I don't know what's happening.
Definitely Phoenix Stages.
It's okay.
And then, on...
all right,
anyway,
well.
Moving to close out this time with you, Natalie, thank you so much. Happy future opening to you, and I will see you soon, my friend, in person.
Hope we can have you back on the podcast in the future.
Yes, that would be wonderful. Did you have a great time, Natalie?
I'll be here. It was so fun. I love talking. So I'm a great narcissist.
This is the thing for you.
Well, thanks for stopping by, Natalie. Until next time.
Of course. Bye.
Jennie gets a win this week, which puts her at 5-10. So you are slowly climbing back, Jennie. I have a strong record of 10-4, and Philip, who has been away for a while, is still at 3-10.
Oh, that's funky fresh, and that slaps! All right, we have our selections for the week of either songs or movies or any sort of content that just tickled our fancies. David, I would like to introduce you to a new discovery, a new band, if you will, that I fell upon in my endless surfing of the internet. This band is called Thumpasaurus, and they are a wild time. Particularly, I would like to shout out their album called Thumpaverse. It was released in 2021, so it's been out for a few years. But lately, their songs have been popping up all over my Instagram from this album. Particularly the song Struttin'. It's this groovy little ditty that just can't help but make you strut your stuff while you're listening to it. It's constantly in my head all the time. I can't get rid of it. All my friends would agree. It will stay in your head for eternity. Figuratively. But you know what I mean? It's a good time. Go listen to Struttin' by Thumposaurus. That slaps.
Struttin' by Thumposaurus. I love the name.
Isn't that cool?
It's super cool. I have a movie this week.
Ooh, okay.
I always like bringing movies. I can't believe I'd never seen this movie before. It's called What We Do in the Shadows, and it is a mockumentary. It is so funny, but
it's so
unbelievably funny. And I've never seen it before.
You've never seen this?
No.
It's amazing. Good. I'm glad you've seen it.
Well, it slaps. It slaps
it does.
very much. If you have not seen What We Do in the Shadows, it is a mockumentary about a group of vampires in the modern day in New Zealand. And it's super funny. It's Taika Waititi, and it's awesome. Definitely check it out.
Jermaine Clements is one of the vampires as well.
I couldn't tell you, but yes.
But
probably.
Before we close this out, does this mean you haven't seen the TV show yet?
TV show?
There's a TV show.
Is it also Taika Waititi?
It's from he's a part of the production team. It has creative influence on it. New cast, and they're all brilliant. So you should go watch it, and then we'll chat about it on a future episode, because that also slaps.
All right. Well, that's an unofficial slap. It's a little additional slap. Okay, cool. I will check that out if I have time.
Excellent. Woo! All the slaps.
All right, we bring this episode to its close, but before we finish, we have a few thank yous to dish out. First of all, to Jake Corling and Casson Crossland for the music you hear on the show. We really appreciate you guys, and we couldn't do it without you.
Thank you to Ryan Ardell and Josh Hans for all the audio that you get to hear throughout the show.
And thank you to Rudy Chalk for your graphic design work that you see on our socials. It gives us our identity, and we love it. So thank you, Rudy. And of course, thank you to you, the listener, for tuning in each and every week. You are the reason that we do this. So, no, that's a lie. We just do this because we like the sound of our own voices. No, thank you to you, the listener, for tuning in. You can find us everywhere, so spread the word. Tell your friends. We're out on Instagram. We're at Roast and Toast Pod on Instagram and TikTok. So check us out. Give us a follow there. And tell your friends. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, just about everywhere, except for Pandora, because screw you, Pandora.
The ranger bared witness to the messy scene before him. The bear stood high above the ranger's picnic basket, barely getting the last of the blueberry pie off the plate in front of him. The ranger yelled, "Look out! It's a bear!" The bear roared.